Good evening, my friends, and welcome back to an episode 1. We're doing Syberia this time round. Now, I'd never really heard of this game before, but several people in the YouTube comment section have been recommending it to me as a brilliant Myst-like. So I'm really excited to give this a go, and it's got several sequels to it, so let's see how it plays. As ever, this is going to be a blind playthrough, and let's find out what this is all about. Valadilene, French Alps. Immediately, I have to make a comment about the fact that the inclusion of subtitles for an early 2000s game, great. The choice of font for those subtitles, terrible. Now that is interesting. So it's like a mechanical funeral cart? A clockwork procession. What is that? Okay. We love it. I'm intrigued. Count me intrigued. Right. Why, hello. And that is what we get by way of introduction.
I really don't have the strength to take this suitcase any further. I wonder who can help me.
Welcome to Valadilene. The world capital of mechanical toys. Let yourself be transported by the magnificent landscape surrounding Valadilene, a small charming town tucked away in the Alps, and by Vorarlberg Manufacturing, whose exceptional savoir-faire in the specialised world of luxury mechanical toys and automatons is at the root of Valadilene's reputation around the world. For 800 years, the Vorarlberg family has passed its knowledge from generation to generation, perfecting the art of that particular branch of clockmaking that breathes life into the complex network of cogs and spindles that make up automatons. Its creative wonders once defied belief and drew the admiration of young and old alike. People would come from across Europe for a chance to vie for the right to own one of these fantastic toys. Unequalled savoir-faire. At the heart of a mechanical automaton is its motor. A series of spindles are set in motion to music via a set of cogs. Attached to the spindles are cams that are shaped in the image of the music. In turn, they command a series of rods which control the gestures of the toy at their tips. Oh, wow, it's several pages. Question for those in the chat. Automatons? Automata, I would think. Ah, it's a key. Automaton construction takes place in 3 stages: modelling, mechanics, and casing. The process requires the participation of 20 different specialised trades. In its heyday, the Vorarlberg factory employed over 100 craftsmen, mechanics, watchmakers, sculptors, tailors, and dressmakers working in separate workshops. Vorarlberg automatons all have 2 distinguishing features in common: their high-precision mechanisms and their characteristic Vorarlberg wind-up key. Devising and assembling each model is a meticulous process, Standard toys are constructed from local wood, while the most sophisticated ones use more precious resources such as ebony imported from Madagascar. Despite competition from Asia, the Vorarlbergs never gave in to the temptation to produce electrical robots and chose to continue their exploration of the mysteries of perpetual mechanical motion. The Vorarlbergs have come a long way from their simple jointed puppets of yesteryear. Today their creations are so lifelike one has the impression they can think for themselves. The first signs of puppet manufacture in Valadilene go back to the 13th century. While there was maybe no definite puppet industry at the time, Hermann Vorarlberg's renown was recognised even in the court of the emperor. Okay. It was not until the 17th century that Charles Vorarlberg founded the Vorarlberg Mechanical Toy and Puppet Factory, and industrial activity in the valley really took off. The reputation of Valadilene and its famous toys then just kept growing and growing. This is Charles Vorarlberg with one of his creations. A large part of production was devoted to producing theatrical puppets at the time. The turn of the 20th century was Valadilene's golden age as expressed in the factory's impressive architecture and the main houses of the town. The Vorarlberg reputation crossed the oceans, dispatching its fine precision mechanisms across the globe to delighted buyers who began to believe that Vorarlberg automatons had a life of their own. Here's a picture of Rudolf Vorarlberg, managed the business during the glory years of the Vorarlberg factory. Since the end of the Second World War, the destiny of the factory has been in the hands of Rudolf's daughter Anna Vorarlberg, the last and sole descendant of the prestigious line of craftsmen. This inspiring figure negotiated the business through the end of the war. She breathed new life into production by creating works of art to appeal to experts and enthusiasts alike. Vorarlberg automatons became rare collector's items with highly innovative mechanisms of unequalled ingeniousness even to this day. Well, there's a nice bit of local history. So, the glowing ring presumably means we can exit because it's a door. However, we're after someone who can help us with our bag. First puzzle of the game. Bing! Well, here's the trademark wind-up key. Well, we have the key. Aha. Okay, escape brings up the menu. So we've got dialogue notebook. Kate help. That's all that says. Right, that expands that out. Take consult. Right, that's the advertising brochure. Okay, so we've wound that up. And now we hit the bell.
Okay, okay, I'm coming.
Didn't realise there was someone sitting over there. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go.
Hi there. Hey, hi there. What are you doing? Can I see?
Okay, we've got
No,
actual, like...
too difficult. Momo's work very difficult.
Okay.
I guess I'll let you continue working. Hi there. Hey, hi there. What are you doing? Can I see?
No, too difficult.
Momo's work very
difficult.
difficult. Okay.
I guess I'll let you continue working.
Guess so. Right, let's talk to the proprietor.
Hello there, ma'am.
I would like to see my room now.
As you like, miss.
Hi there.
Hello there.
Okay. So if we instead say...
I would like a room. My company should
Aha.
have made a reservation in the name of Walker. The company is Marson and Lormont Associates. The name is Kate Walker.
Kate
Of course,
Walker.
Miss Walker. You are in room 6 on the next floor up.
Thank you. Could you possibly take my luggage up, please?
Please do excuse me, Miss Walker. We have been neglecting our duties. Guests are so rare these days that we forget our manners. So you're the American woman? Is it true what people say, that you've come to buy the factory?
Not factory. Anna's house. Hans' house.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Would you quiet down, you mischievous little boy? I imagine our little town must disappoint you. You see, today is very sad for us. It's a day of mourning.
Ah, so that
Today
was
is the
who was in the
funeral of Miss
funeral
Anna.
procession.
Momo's sad, but Hans not dead. Hans long way away. Anna told Momo. Anna liked Momo very much.
That's enough, Momo. Stop pestering the lady. Now go on, scram. Get out of here, you
Okay,
hear?
so Anna is presumably the descendant, the one remaining descendant from the brochure.
What was I saying? Oh, yes, Miss Anna. Such a great loss for Valadilene, it really is. Because now that she's dead, the factory'll close. But you're here to stop that happening, aren't you? Our future is in your hands, Miss Walker.
What? Anna Vorarlberg is dead?
Here's your room. I hope you like it, Miss Walker. I'll leave you to rest for the time being. You must have a lot of work to do. You know, the takeover of the factory is very good news for us here. It would make us very happy to see life return to our valley. If only you had seen Valadilene before. It was delightful. People came from all over the world to buy Vorarlberg automatons. Ah, somebody has left you some mail, I see. Remember, if you need anything at all, we're not far away, Miss Walker.
Okay. What a polite chap. Right, so... So I wonder how the dialogue notebook is supposed to work then. So it gives you a certain number of topics. Oh, and we've also got a cell phone. Dan, Olivia, Mum on office. So we can just call people. Alright.
Dan Foster isn't around to take your call right now, so please leave your message after the tone.
Okay, so we've got Dan Foster, Olivia. It's not clear who Dan is. Nope, Olivia's not picking up either. Mum. Not so much. And of course, the office. Better check in. Let them know I've arrived.
You have reached Marson and Lormont Associates. We're sorry, but all our lines are busy. Please call back later.
Wow. Well, hang on. I thought this was supposed to be like the Alps or something. Okay. Right, back here. Oh, no, and that's actually like the menu.
I don't need that for the time being.
We don't need that for the time being. Let's go and check what's over on this dresser. It's a fax to Kate Walker from Edward Marson. So this is from Marson and Lormont Associates. Fine. Our client, the Universal Toy Company, is more than eager to see conclusions from the talks with Vorarlberg Manufacturing, with view to a takeover in the days to come, and we have received notification to this effect. We are counting on your undoubted qualities as a business lawyer to bring negotiations with Madame Anna Vorarlberg, the current owner, to a close. Awkward, because she's just had a funeral. Fine. Allow me to remind you that the Universal Toy Company is a multinational which has a monopoly on the toy market. It is a Class A priority client who is also presenting Madame Vorarlberg with a golden opportunity to sell her factory. You should remind her of this fact in case she starts having last-minute second thoughts before signing the purchase agreement. I'm under no doubt that you will live up to the great expectations I have in you.
I should tell Marson about the death of Miss Vorarlberg. I hope this isn't going to get too complicated. I can't see myself staying here too long. No need to go down there.
No need to go down there, whatever that is. Okay, well there doesn't really seem to be much else in this room to interact with, so I guess we can just leave the room. And there's nothing up this corridor here. So there's a set of stairs.
No need to go down there.
Just no need. Okay, let's check out what Momo had dropped on the floor, because he dropped a bunch of cogs and things, which is almost certainly going to be beneficial for us to have. And there's a second one just here as well. Okay. Aha! So, there's 6 cogs drawn in there. We've just picked up 4 of them. Fine. And I don't think there's anywhere else to look around here, so I think we are going to go and explore the town. I mean, unless there's more to be discussed with the proprietor.
Miss Walker?
Did you know Anna Vorarlberg yourself?
Everyone knows everyone in
Why,
this town.
Of course I did. I mean, well, not really. She was a very great lady. We loved her very much. May she rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see my room now.
Why, certainly, of course.
I don't think we need to worry about that. Let's go and wander about the town.
I'll wait for the storm to end before I step outside.
Oh, interesting. Right. Maybe I'm supposed to be going to bed? I mean, he did sort of hint that, well, you must have a lot of work to do, and so forth. I'm assuming there's nothing in these other rooms. Oh, there is another corridor here. Right.
No need to go down there. No need to go down there.
I mean, is there any need to go down this corridor at all? Ms. Walker.
No need to go down there.
Do you know what? As far as point and clicks go, I kind of like this, you know, the fact that it is... Well, the environment's not 3D, is it? The character model's 3D, but the environment's clearly 2D still. But I think that works quite nicely.
I don't need that for the time being.
Well, maybe what I need to do is actually try the cell phone again, because she did say, oh, I'm going to call the office and let them know about the funeral. But that was only after I looked at the letter. So maybe I was just a little bit too quick on the
Marson and
phone.
Lawmont, how can I help you?
There we go.
Can you put me through to Mr. Marson, please? It's Kate Walker.
Hold the line, please.
Yeah. Smooth
Hello, Kate.
jazz.
So tell me, how's the case going?
I've just got to Valadilene, and there's a slight problem, Mr. Marson, I'm afraid.
Valadilene.
Mrs. Vorarlberg is dead.
Ah, that's most unfortunate. But I seem to remember we made provisions for just such a sad eventuality, and we know that there was no heir.
Yes. That's right, but...
So where's the problem, Kate? Contact the notary right away. I'll get my secretary to fax you his address and an introduction letter from the firm.
Very good, Mr. Marson.
Right, I gotta go, Kate. Keep me up to date, okay?
I just...
Okay, so we need to find out who the notary is then.
I don't need that for the time being.
Dan Foster is in...
No, that's fine. So who's the notary then? Well, I guess we just... I guess we now can probably go.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
Oh no, we're not going to get more dialogue options unless they're added to the thing.
The young boy who was here earlier talked about, Hans. Who is Hans?
Momo was talking about Hans Vorarlberg, Anna's younger brother. But he died a long time ago. Nobody here even met him.
Okay. And
Who is the boy
Momo?
who was drawing here earlier? Is he your son?
Heaven forbid, no, not at all. He's not a bad boy, no. Momo is just a little simple, that's all.
What is his connection with Anna Vorarlberg?
Momo is what you'd call the village idiot, and Anna took him under her wing. He must have reminded her of her younger brother, no doubt. And birds of a feather stick together, don't they?
You're implying that Anna Vorarlberg was a little bit slow as well?
Heaven forbid, no, not at all. She was a real loner. She kept to herself, that's all.
Interesting.
Did you know Anna Vorarlberg?
Oh no,
Oh, why,
we've
of course I
already-
did.
I would...
Why, certainly.
Yeah, we've already done that dialogue.
I'm
option.
back again.
We didn't ask him about
Miss Walker?
automatons yet, though.
I just love all these little mechanical robots. I've noticed there are tons of them here in Valadilene.
Be careful what you say. Vorarlberg automatons are not robots. If you want people to like you here, never ever pronounce the word robot.
Okay. What is the difference between an automaton and a robot, then?
Well, to tell you the truth, no one really knows.
A fax didn't arrive for me, did it?
Maybe. I thought
Oh,
I heard the phone
But
ring.
Do
we've read
you
the
think you
facts.
might want to go and check?
Certainly, ma'am. Immediately.
Thank you very much.
Oh, maybe he said he was going to fax over the details for the notary and such. Okay. Ugh. Okay, right. Got to pay attention. Clearly, this is like a pay attention kind of game. April 17th. To Maitre Alfolter. As you are no doubt aware, our practice is charged with undertaking negotiations for the takeover of the Vorarlberg manufacturing by our client, the Universal Toy Company. This is the letter of introduction that he was talking about. Right. See, in my mind, I thought it was literally going to be a letter rather than a fax. It is with great sadness that we learn of the recent death of the manager and owner of the factory, Madame Vorarlberg, with whom negotiations had started. We are under no doubt that Madame Vorarlberg left you instructions before her death, enabling this sale to be concluded. We should remind you of the significant boost the arrival of your American multinational of the American multinational would bring to the economy of your region. It is for this reason that I am sure you will give our representative, Ms. Kate Walker, a warm welcome. Yours faithfully,
Thank
Edward Marsden.
At your service.
I'm gonna go look around Valadilene. See you later.
As you like, miss.
Excellent. First set of puzzles complete. High fives all round. Did you see the pre-rendered bird? That was cool. Oh, look at that! Which way do we want to go? Oh, there's actually a door just off the side here.
No need to go down there.
No need to go down there. We're just exploring the town. But not like exploring it. Oh, I didn't even see there's a person there. They blend so well into the background.
Good morning.
Good morning. What a pleasure to meet such a lovely young lady honoring our aging streets. Please sit yourself down next to me so we can
sudden
enjoy
dramatic
the air
music
together.
It would be a pleasure, but I'm afraid I don't have the time. Some other time, maybe.
I hope so, miss. I remember when these streets were full of vibrant life. In those days, there was a charming encounter to be had round every corner. Our good little town of Valadilene is not what it used to be.
It looks like things have changed a bit around here.
Our children have all left the valley. They need to earn a living, don't they? Can't really blame them. You have to move with the times, don't you? And it's not at the Vorarlberg factory that they'll find jobs. Being excluded from the world is not an easy burden to bear, believe you me, miss.
But it's such a pretty little village.
I can tell you're not from these parts. I hope you enjoy the pleasures that we still have to offer. Good day to you.
Okay. So I wonder in general how dialogue heavy this game's going to be. Because obviously, you know, Myst has areas which are very high in dialogue for sure. But it's a pretty, what's the word? In general, quite an isolated affair, right? Like I would say one of the primary emotions that you get from playing Myst and similar games is that kind of profound sense of, not really loneliness, but more sort of that sense of being alone whilst you explore
No
you know,
point.
an
It's
environment.
locked. I'll come back when the funeral is over.
I wonder if there's a way to get your character to walk faster. That's the other thing I'm wondering. Let me just quickly check. Menu options. Sound volume, music volume, subtitles. No, doesn't look like it. Because often, with these kind of point and click games, sometimes you can double click to get it to get your character to do a light little jog. A little jog. Oh man, I got such an itchy nose today. It's because I need to have a beard trim, right? When my beard gets too long, you get errant hairs that stick the wrong way and they tickle your nose. I'm sure my fellow beard enjoyers will attest to the accuracy of such a claim. Okay, so we've got the next house down the street and we have a gate over here.
No need to go down there. If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Interesting.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like they're missing a little automaton from between them or something. But okay. It's a puzzle. We have a
need to go down there.
patisserie. Excellent. I need cake.
Good morning. Are you open? Can I buy something from your bakery?
Did you just call his
afraid
patisserie
not
a bakery?
possible. We're closed.
I can wait a while.
You can wait, but we're closed all day. Day of mourning.
I'm sorry. Please accept my condolences.
Don't worry about it. Because of Madame Vorarlberg's death, all the shops are closed. Mayor's decision. Try tomorrow.
Tomorrow I won't be here. That's a pity.
Oh wow, you're here for one day. Blimey. Well, actually, does this chap respond to our various dialogue options?
We're closed. Try tomorrow.
No. Well, actually, no. I pressed escape out a little bit too quickly. That was a little
We're
jog.
closed. Try tomorrow.
Oh no, he just literally had one line. you can like triple click and she'll do a little run. Oh well, here we go.
No need
This
to go
is
down there.
the game changer. This is gonna speed up our playthrough immensely. This is speedrun strats right here. What a little jog. What have you got? Is it a newspaper? The Valadilene Gazette. Mourning the loss of the Queen of our hearts. Let us pay homage today to Anna Vorarlberg, who died peacefully yesterday at the age of 86. The great lady devoted her life to her business and our community. This formidable woman had an extraordinary energy, a force that allowed our automaton technology to develop and to make our valley continually proud. Her vitality was matched by her generosity and goodness, which has marked all of Valadilene's inhabitants. The mayor of our town has declared that today would be a day of collected mourning in honour of Madame Vorarlberg. Her funeral will take place this morning at 10 a.m. in the parish church officiated by the town's own priest. Editorial. Anna Vorarlberg's death marks the end of an era in Valadilene. Madame Vorarlberg was an outstanding woman who presided over Vorarlberg manufacturing for more than 50 years. Her death seems to bring further loss in its wake, sounding the death knell of our automaton factory, the economic heart of our town. It is impossible to view her passing without concern for the future of our valley. In the last decade, computers, video games, and electronic robots have become predominant in our consumer society, rendering traditional clockwork mechanisms obsolete. The age of the wind-up toy is over. Such technology cannot compete in the modern economic climate and has fallen by the wayside. It would have been definitely consigned to oblivion if Vorarlberg manufacturing had not upheld its renowned savoir-faire, helping Valadilene to remain economically active. However, today the industry has lost its spiritual force and the future looks bleak. Maybe the time has come to celebrate the prospective American takeover of the factory. But what will be the cost to the soul of Valadilene? Ecology. The protest group Mountain Peace demonstrated yesterday near the site of the new Espiet Dam. They claim the construction of the dam has damaged the blue warbler's natural habitat. Intervention on the part of the forest ranger was necessary to disperse the demonstrators. You can't spell demonstrators without demon, after all. Stiff joints, chronic hangovers, need a spring in your step? Look no further. Dr. Schweitzer's Miracle Elixir. One remedy for 1,000 woes. Now, what is this building? So, it's a couple of lenses. Right, you're
If
going
that's
to
going to
place
work,
something in the
looks like
hand.
something's missing.
I see. Huh. Well... No, it's not the newspaper. I just kind of thought to myself, well, maybe it's expecting a delivery. Maybe it's expecting post. Oh, she doesn't fancy doing a jog anymore.
No need to go down there.
No, no need. So more benches, another door.
No need to go down there.
A lot of doors, but nothing really to explore. That is not a path.
No need to go down there.
Just no need. I'm assuming these all become relevant later. It's just ironically enough, the game is trying to ferry me towards the first puzzles. Okay, so that's not really an option either. Oh, is that it? We're at the end of the town. Well, I'll be. Well, okay then. How curious. Well, I suppose back to the hotel. The bit that's slightly confusing at the moment is it's not really clear what the first puzzle is. You know what I mean? Find the notary.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
Could you tell me where I can find a notary here in Valadilene by the name of
okay.
Alfalter?
We only have one notary here, and his house is easy to recognize.
Great.
You can't miss it.
Could you tell me where I can find a notary here in Valadilene?
We only have one notary here, and his...
I'm gonna go look around Valadilene.
As you like, miss.
Okay, Oh, maybe we need to put the introduction letter in the hand of the thing. Maybe that's what he's trying to read, not the newspaper at all. We only have one notary in Valadilene, and his house is easy to recognize. For some reason, the house of a notary, it's a little bit like normative determinism, but for architecture, right? If you're a notary, the kind of house you live in is like really clear. Like this says notary's house, does it not? Right, so let's try... Whoops. Fax number 2 into here.
This thing's jammed.
No, that's jammed. You do that one first. Here we go. First puzzle solved. Well, second puzzle solved. Well, here we are.
Hello, sir.
Miss Walker, I presume. Have you had a good journey?
Everything went very smoothly. Thank you.
Do take a seat, Miss Walker, please.
Okay, so here is where we're going to get the complication.
I imagine you are aware of the business that brings me here.
Of course, I was waiting for you.
Okay.
Miss Walker, I am afraid that the sale of the Vorarlberg factory is not as straightforward as it first seemed.
Whoa there. Everything was agreed. We'd obtained Anna Vorarlberg's consent, and her death does absolutely nothing to invalidate that.
Yeah, she signed.
Now I have to be back in New York the day after tomorrow, Metro Alphoter. My client and I are impatient to seal this deal.
I understand only too well, Miss Walker. There is an heir, Miss Walker.
Oh.
Excuse me? An heir? But Madame Vorarlberg never married, as far as I know.
That
and
is so old-fashioned.
In my last conversation with her, she absolutely never mentioned this detail.
Miss Walker, believe me, I was more surprised than you are. Anna Vorarlberg sent me a letter 2 days before she died. Understand, Miss Walker, that had I known about this earlier, I would have informed you. I shall read you the document in my possession. I am so very old. It seems that today life is slipping away from me more quickly than I imagined, and I fear that I will not be of this world to sign the takeover contract for my dear factory. So I must make this confession to you now. My brother Hans is still alive. It would not surprise me if you find this difficult to believe, but it is indeed the truth. You must remember his death, his funeral too. Even though you were very young at the time, it was but a sordid charade dreamt up by our father. To him, the very idea that his only son should wish to leave Valadilene and abandon the family business was unbearable. When Hans left, he preferred to think him dead and make everybody else believe this too. He obliged me to bear this terrible secret as well. I repeat that Hans is still alive, so when I die, it is he who becomes the sole and rightful heir of our factory.
Wild, considering
Okay,
she was
I see.
86.
If Hans Vorarlberg is
So
not
her
dead
father had
after
died
all, then I
many years
just have to
before,
sign the contracts with
probably.
him. I suppose you've already contacted him? Where can I reach him?
The second half of the letter informs us that Hans Vorarlberg is somewhere in Syberia. I will leave the document in your hands to read at your leisure.
It's all explained in the journal. Oh, wow. Here we go. Dear Maitre Alfolter, it seems that today life is slipping away from me more quickly than I imagined, and I fear I will not be of this world to sign the takeover contract for my dear factory. We've already read this bit. I have never had the chance to see my dear brother again. Fortunately, though, Hans and I remain very close in thought. Throughout the years, I've been able to follow his meandering life as he sporadically sent me news. On occasions, he would write me letters, but they were rare, as my brother, since his unfortunate accident, has maintained a phobia for the written word. Let's remember that for later. However, he has sent me several plans of automatons that I eagerly have made up at the factory, and I will admit that they have largely contributed to the success of Vorarlberg creations. Hans has always had a marvellous gift for breathing life into objects through clever combinations of cogwheels and springs. My little brother is a genius in the true sense of the word. Let us return to the matter in hand. Rest assured of my personal conviction that my brother will not object in the slightest to the sale of the factory. If I have already passed away when you come to read this letter, it is to him that the matter should be addressed. I received his last letter 6 months ago, posted from the north of Syberia. I regret to say that I have received no more recent news. I am aware of the difficult situation in which my confession and lack of further details leave you, but I wish to die with a clear conscience. I would be grateful, dear Maitre Alfolter, if you could inform the American law firm with whom I've been dealing of these developments. I've grown so old, so tired. With all my respect and final greetings, Anna Vorarlberg.
Anna Vorarlberg had no further information to add?
Unfortunately not.
Siberia's a
Walker.
big place.
I have told you as much as I know. The situation, in legal terms, is now clear. If you want to conclude this sale, you have to find Hans Vorarlberg. Apparently, there is a body lying in the town cemetery. There also seems to be some ghost wandering around Syberia. It seems you have your work cut out for you. Believe me, Miss Walker, when I say that I am most sorry for this regrettable setback. Most sorry.
Great. What now, then?
Go to
Perhaps
Syberia.
you'll find out more in the Vorarlberg factory archives. You will find the key in the waiting room. My role in this affair finishes here with the reading of this letter.
Wow.
And now, if you'll excuse me, I must rest. You see, my health is not excellent at the moment, and my doctor forbids me from working for too long. I will not detain you for any longer, Miss Walker. Do not forget to close the door as you go out.
Subtle
Goodbye,
missed
sir.
reference there. Okay, so we're going to take the letter. Anything else we can pilfer whilst we're here?
No need to go down there.
Nah, no need. Anything else to be discussed?
Oh no, I forgot the notary will be resting.
Fine. So there is a key to the archives in the waiting area. Somewhere here. Ah. Fine. He said there was a key here somewhere. Telescopic key. Lovely. Well, my friends, that's going to wrap us up for this episode of Syberia. Questions from my point of view. Syberia, the game, it's spelt with a Y, Syberia. Is that also a subtle reference to Mist? Mist, of course, famously being spelled with a Y, when Mist itself is spelt with an I, similarly to Syberia. Answers in the comments below, please. Deliberate reference, do you think? We're going to wrap up this episode here. We have the setup, we have the complication. We need to go to the Vorarlberg archives to try and track down where in Syberia this brother can be found. Join us in episode 2, where we'll try and unravel more of this mystery. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of Syberia. I will see you soon. Bye for now.